What is going on, guys? Today is October 25th. I'm so sorry it has taken a minute to get some update videos posted for y'all, but it's been a long couple of days, to say the least. So it is currently 5 in the morning, so there's that. So I guess technically there'll be 2 update videos, since I'll do one that's kind of like the end of the 24th, and then so on and so on. Anyways, basically today is Wednesday in the wee hours of the morning, and the wheels are supposed to arrive today. And we're supposed to leave Thursday morning, so we'll see if that ends up happening or not, because I still have quite a list. It's smaller than it was, so that's really good. So before I show you all of the updates in the truck, I'm going to show you the list. So basically, we only have a couple things left on the TRX, that's right here, and then a couple little things on the Wrangler. This is still the dually. Yay! And then this is actually my packing list. So I did a little packing list of everything I need to pack for SEMA that is in the shop. So there's a little synopsis of the list. It's kind of basically just a lot of little things and a lot of stuff that I couldn't do until we get the wheels in with tires. So once the wheels come, then I can go get the tires mounted and get them on the truck, align it, and all of the things. So that's kind of what we're waiting on right now. But good news, so far the right turn signal has been working. In the headlight that I had shared with y'all was having issues. So I have no words. That's all I have to say. I don't really know what it was. I threw an extra fuse in there, and so that might be the problem. It still shows on the dash that it's not working, so there's still something funky. I just don't know what that is. So, but it's working, so hallelujah, that's all I care about. So I'm going to show y'all what we got going on with the dually so far. So it's all lit up. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Focus. The lights are like making it freak out because the camera's like, what is going on? It's so bright. So here's the suspension. This red is absolutely killer with the Fox shocks. And of course all the light, it just makes it pop crazy. And I'm not even gonna turn those pods and light bar on because they're stupid bright. But we got the grill in. I changed the color to match much better. If y'all saw the grill before, it was like as red as that seat was. Like it was this color red, and it did not match at all, and it pissed me off. So this is much better. It matches the suspension a lot more now, so hallelujah. Now, moving on to the interior, I've got some of the panels back in. I've just been cleaning them and put them back in. And then most of the dash is back in, and some of the trim around the side. Obviously, y'all saw the box. I don't know if y'all saw the console yet, but we got a custom console done to match the seats with the carbon fiber and then the suede. And then this is the newest edition. Woohoo! Nice! The Starlight headliner. And it has a cute little remote. So it changes colors. And it does like twinkly lights, and it's so much fun. And it does like crazy color changing things. And yeah, so it's really fun. That was about 20 hours to put that together. There's 1,000 what is it called? Fiber optic strands that you have to individually poke holes through the headliner and run through. And because we had the headliner suede wrapped to match the seats, there's like this thick of foam underneath it, so we had to go through the headliner and then all the foam and the suede. So yeah, so much fun. But isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. Definitely, I personally think it was worth it in the end, my man might say something else because he was the one that actually poked all the holes and ran it. But it got to a point where I'm like, where it was a tangled, disastrous mess. And I had to redo like half of it. So I think that was kind of the thing that made it be as long as it was, because a lot of it I had to redo because I thought that the boys, meaning my man and my dad, would be able to handle it. And granted, none of us have ever done a Starlight headliner before, so we're learning as we go. But in hindsight's always 2020, so in the future I think that'll be a project that me and my little sister work on, since we're a little bit more tedious on like repetitive type tasks. Like I typically do a lot of the lighting because it's a repetitive thing, and the guys just kind of get either bored with it, or they cut corners, or they just don't want to do it. So I think that might be some of it. But bless my man's heart, because he knocked it out and he poked 1,000 holes, and my dad sat there and was trying to get them all together, but it was just a disaster. So it's okay. It's done. It's in. It looks nice. And now we know what not to do for if we ever have future headliners, which I have a feeling is going to happen, because the second I posted this headliner, all I've heard about from people is the headliner. So for future headliners, I think I'll have me and my little sister do them, and we can knock them out, and they won't have suede on them with the foam oive to make it like 4 times harder. So that's good. Here's the back. There's not much on the back, but holy cannoli, those wheel rings are so bright. Like, it do be glowing. And then we got the flush mounts in the back, so those are nice. These are like a reverse light or a cargo light. I have them on a switch to the auxiliary switches so that we can use it as a cargo loading light as well if we're loading anything on the trailer at dark. So those are very, very handy to have. I have them in my truck and I absolutely love them. And then on the TRX, the bumper lights came in from FCK as well. I messed up and said single row, not thinking about the dual row that was needed in the middle. So the middle one isn't there right now because they sent me a single row for the middle because my brain was not braining. So they're sending me a dual row, and that'll be here in the morning, basically in like a couple of hours because it's already the next day. But these are in the back, so they fit beautifully in there. And the same thing on the rear, they fit gorgeous in the back. So those will be red as well to match all of the underglow that we have on it. But they do a lot of cool things as well. So they look great. Oh, and the hooks are on the back. I forgot to show you all the hooks. So yeah, we got a nice little pop of red in the back that match the wheels. So that's super cool. And yeah, so of course we all love the tailgate badge. But yeah, so lots has gone on. Yay. I am pooped, to say the least. There's been a lot happening, and I am definitely ready to just get to Vegas and take a long nap and hopefully get a freaking massage and just park the trucks and hopefully have people enjoy looking at them. That's what I could only hope for. So there's also been quite a bit done to the Jeep's audio, but it's dark outside right now because it's 5 a.m. and it's also raining because the shop flooded. So I've been squeegeeing water out. Yay! That's so much fun. I love that for me. But it's okay. It's squeegeed out. I'll turn the fan on here in a second. I just didn't want to have to talk over the fan. And then in the morning, basically in like a couple hours, because it is the morning, we'll open the door, I'll take the TRX outside and then squeegee all the stuff that's underneath it still, because it comes in from the door, and because of the slope of the floor, it pools. It's like a little river coming from the door all the way down here, and then it pools right here. And it always makes it look like the fridge is leaking, but it just goes under the fridge because of the way the contour of the concrete is. So it's just so much fun. But it's okay. It is what it is. So yeah, that is the current update. Like I said, lots has happened. So now I just have a bunch of little things, and then obviously the pre-trip, which is basically topping off and checking fluids, specifically transmission fluid from SEMA last year. I don't know if y'all followed me on Instagram, but there was a whole ordeal last year with that. So topping off all the fluids, specifically the transfer case too, because we took that down so I could reclock the transmission for the front drive shaft. So I wanted to make sure that is refilled, because I pretty much took a bath in that while we were trying to put it back in, because the only jack that I had that was high enough was my Pro Eagle jack, this one, because it has a little extension thingy out for it, but it was holding up the transmission because we had to take the cross member, like the transmission support cross member, out so that we could drop the transfer case down. So my jack was holding the transmission up, and I didn't have another jack that was that high. So bless my man again, he basically like bench pressed that transfer case up into where it needed to go, and then I was from the back side by the tail shaft pushing it in. So yeah, I wish I videoed that, but at the time we were both just like, we just need to get this done. I don't even care how long this takes. It just needs to be done. Like, we don't like, and I feel a lot of that has happened, and I haven't videoed near as much as I usually do because of that, where I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm cranky, I look like a freaking shop rat. Like, I'm just, you could pack for weeks in the bags under my eyes. Like, I'm just beyond tired. And the only reason I'm still alive is from a lot of caffeine. So, with that being said, there's your update. I'll give y'all another one tomorrow when the wheels come. I keep saying tomorrow. I mean today. Like, literally just later on today. Like, in a couple of hours, basically. We'll have the wheels come in. I will drop them off to go get mounted while I'm working on wiring in all of the light bars that are now on the TRX. Because they're mounted, but none of them are wired in. And we want them to be wired in so that we can enjoy them and have all the cool lights and all the fancy things. So, there you have it. There you go. And I'll show you with the wheels on. I'm so excited. I'm just praying nothing goes south, because I don't have the time or the patience to deal with things going south. So, I'm gonna go take a nap. Bye, guys.